Just 3 minutes into class, your deskmate, the school beauty Yen Xiaoxi, suddenly stands up and tackles you.
Then she pre-open your lips
and starts kissing you passionately. This scene makes all the boys in class collectively lose their minds. But Yen Xiaoxi is secretly overjoyed. She buries her head in your arms. Xiao Quan, I finally found you. In the blink of an eye, it's already evening after dinner.
You and Xiao 11 return to the classroom one after another. She and you two English test papers.
Do these. You think it over and feel it's not worth troubling her, taking up Xiaoxi's time and energy. So you say, maybe forget it. I can handle it myself.
Xiao 11 fume inwardly. You little punk.
When I tell you to do it, you do it.
Don't test my patience, or elle lose it.
You think you don't need help? Try these 2 closed test sections. If you get fewer than 8 questions wrong combined, I'll believe you can manage on your own.
You take the papers and smile.
Thanks to your past life's work experience, your English skills are decent. High school test papers aren't much of a challenge. Watching you pick up the pen and start working, Xiaoxi is equally confident. Half an hour from now, my little desk mate will be convinced and have no choice but to accept my one-on-one tutoring.
Thinking this.
Xiaoxi's lips curve into a slight smile, but 20 minutes later, you finish both papers and hand them over. Xiaoxi quickly checks them against the answer key. The 2 closed tests have 30 questions total.
And you got every single one right.
Xiaoxi can hardly believe it. I wasn't even sure I could get all these closed questions right, but my little desk mate here nailed every one without a single mistake.
Something off.
Based on what I knew about Xiao Quan in our past life, and after reading all his diaries,
my silly desk mates grad,
we're genuinely near the bottom of the class. How could he possibly do this so effortlessly?
Get them all right.
And in just 20 minutes? Meanwhile, you look completely relaxed, even taking time to admire Xiaoxi's adorably shocked expression. Since being reborn, this is the first time you've gotten the upper hand with Xiaoxi, finally taking the initiative. You can't help but feel a bit proud. Believe me now?
Your words sound like a challenge to Xiao 11 this year.
Her brows shoot up. In our past life, the IC CEO of a listed company's competitive streak resurfaces. Little guy, trying to outdo your sister, huh? Her face quickly returns to its cool composure. Not bad. These 2 papers were pretty easy. Saying this, Xiaoxi pulls out another test paper and slides it in front of you. Try this one. You raise an eyebrow, smiling confidently. No problem. You start writing again, breezing through the questions. 10 minutes later, you hand the 3rd paper back to Xiaoxi with a flourish.
Done so fast? Don't you want to check it?
Xiaoxi regrets her words. In no time, she finishes comparing the paper to the answer key. This time, the shock in Xiaoxi's eyes is even stronger. This 3rd paper wasn't assigned homework. It's an English competition paper I specifically sought out.
I got 3 questions wrong myself.
And he got every single one right again. Xiaoxi looks at you in disbelief. Is this still the same desk mate I know? The little dummy who complained in his diary about how hard English was? How did he suddenly become a competition-level English pro? Unaware of Xiaoxi's thoughts, you feel refreshed after finishing 3 papers. Competition questions? Piece of cake.
Reborn back in high school.
Facing these academic challenges again feels like crushing it with cheat codes. Xiaoxi composes herself, forcing her expression back to cool indifference. Not bad. So how did you suddenly get so good at studying? You're prepared for this question. It's not that sudden. I've been secretly working hard lately, reviewing and studying. Just waiting for this mock exam to blow everyone away. It sounds a bit far-fetched, but it's better than telling Xiaoxi.
You're a reborn time traveler. Xiao 11 listens. Half convinced.
Her beautiful eyes can't help but scan you up and down.
Something still feel off.
Secretly studying and reviewing? There's no mention of that in the diary. Would he hide something like that? Even from his own diary? But after thinking it over, Xiaoxi accepts your explanation. It's probably the only reasonable one. Her little desk mate couldn't possibly be reborn too. Seeing Xiaoxi by your story,
you smile. So,
I won't trouble you with the rest of my studying.
I'll handle it myself.
Xiaoxi hesitates but nods, though a bit disappointed.
She's still happy inside. Wow, not bad for my little desk mat.
Hiding such a big talent. Sister's taste is spot on, after all. If he stayed as mediocre as in our past life, after the college entrance exam, we'd go to different universities. Long-distance relationships aren't ideal, but now, that's no longer an issue. On the other hand, Xiaoxi can't help but feel a bit wistful. Her plan to tutor him hand in hand, explain problems, and maybe pinch his cute cheeks, seems to be sprouting wings and flying away in a flash. Xiaoxi comes up with a new idea. She grabs another English test paper from her desk. Help me with this question. I'm not sure about this one.
A giant question mark pop up in your head.
What? The top student in class is asking me, a former slacker, for help, and this question doesn't even look that hard. Half the class could probably get it right. You look at Xiao, puzzled. You don't know this one?
Xiao 11 remaint calme. Nope, I don't.
No choice. You start explaining the question to her. Xiao, pretending to listen intently, is secretly thrilled.
If the mountain wente comme tout me. I'll go to the mountain.
Well played. If I don't know it, you'll have to teach me. Your intention was to avoid troubling Xiao, but she suddenly says, Xiao Quan, I don't get this question either. Oh, and that history question, I don't know it. And that math calculation problem, I can never get it right. Helpless, you explain each one to her, but you notice Xiao's attention doesn't seem to be on the questions.
It feels like she's staring at you.
But every time you look up at her, she's all serious, listening attentively. When you go back to explaining, that feeling of being watched like prey returns. You glance her way but see nothing.
What is wrong?
Keep going.
You shake your head, it's nothing.
Xiao Quan, look at this one, and this, and this. When Xiao asks for help the 11th time that evening, you finally snap. Pointing at the name field on the paper, this says Su Haolon. You're asking me how to fill in the student ID too?
Xiao 11, un phased, calmely. Flip the paper over.
Oh, my mistake. I meant this question. You glare at her, exasperated, but her expression is composed, revealing nothing, as you reach for the pen on the desk. Xiao reaches for it at the same time. Her hand firmly grabs your fingers. The air freezes in an instant.
A cool, soft sensation spread from your fingers. You look at Xiao 11, confused. Orang grab?
I was trying to hand you the pen.
Xiao 11 face de cet échange.
But her heart is bursting with glee.
Gotcha again, little deskemat.
She keeps her grip, pretending it's an accident. You try to pull away, but she holds on. The moment stretches, awkward yet charged.
Xiao 11 school façade I d'Ami Chivougrin.
This tutoring session is going exactly as planned.